You can tell when you're about to say some some shit. All right, shout out. See, all right, let's try this again. This is gonna be a little bit different than something I normally put on the channel because there are other channels for this. There are other channels for this that are dedicated to this. That this is their main lane. Okay, this is their main lane. So, but I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of you guys, a lot of my patrons, a lot of people who watch the channel have asked me to speak on this topic for a minute, and I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna do it this way. This is no disrespect to anybody. No disrespect to anybody, and I'm going to speak from my standpoint, the way I move, the way I have always moved in my life. You can't cheat the game, fam. You can't cheat the game. You can't cheat the game. The game will not allow you to cheat. Either you play the game to win or you die. The Game of Thrones, I talk about it. You can't cheat the game. What's cheating the game? Well, let me start off this way. When I talk about image, image is the cheat code to the game. Shout out Linda Anderson. When I talk about image is the cheat code to the game, understand something. Image is the cheat code to the game. It's not cheating the game. See, when you use your image, you just hacking the game, but you're still in the damn game. You can't get around the game. You can't get over the game. You only can go through the game. And the game is going to exact the cost. I'm still going to try to keep this pretty PG. The game is going to cost you something. The game is going to cost you something. You can't cheat it. You can't think you got some magical way of getting around it because if you cheat in the game, you cheating yourself. See, that's what a lot of you cats don't understand. You out here looking for shortcuts. You out here looking for fucking steroids. You out here looking for synthahol injections. You out here looking for, you might as well do like women and go buy some weave and get you some chest implants and some pec implants and go pick up somebody else's ATM receipt. That's the kind of shit a lot of you guys are on. You come onto these channels, onto my channel, and to a lot of other channels, trying to find ways to freaking cheat because you don't want to get up and do the damn work. Let's talk about it. If you watch my channel, you know image is 4 parts. Only one part is the damn clothes you wear. That's the first part. That's the first 7 seconds. After that, the behavior and the way you move, your mindset. And that's where I say you can't cheat the game. You can't cheat the game. You can't roll up on a chick like Shelly Sterling and really holler at her. It don't matter if you looking good, if you on point. You can be a good looking lame. You can be a good looking square dude. You can be a fly Pookie and Ray Ray. And guess what? When you in the game, when you face to face with another man or another woman, you're gonna get exposed. You're gonna get exposed for what you are. You ain't done the work. That's why I am extremely competitive. I've always been light in the ass. I ain't never been no super big buff dude. Well, I actually was once upon a time, but I had to work at it. I was never going to be the physically intimidating, dominating dude. I knew that. So I didn't try to go out and walk around and stuff my shirt and do all this other shit. I just made myself the baddest, lean, skinny motherfucker around. That's why I went and learned Taekwondo, Shotokan, and Shaolin Kung Fu. Because I knew I'm not going to ever be the dude that's going to physically intimidate you. My voice ain't deep, James Earl Jones deep. So I knew that if I wanted to have to deal with these cats in the neighborhood and around, that when it's time to actually put up, I'm going to have to bring it. When somebody try me, I'm going to have to try them. Yeah, I'm going off because I am tired of you guys trying to fucking cheat. You're going to have to do the self-improvement work. You're going to have to do the self-improvement work. Look, You could be a naturally pretty motherfucker. You can. You can be a pretty dude. You can be a handsome dude. You can be a naturally suave dude. If your mouthpiece is off, if your mind ain't right, if your hygiene is messed up, if you an asshole, you ain't gonna win. I've been taking the. I'm gonna leave this up about 24 hours because sometimes, guys, you just got to get real. You got to get ultimately real because some of you guys ain't hearing it. You can't cheat the game. You can't have 2 pennies in your pocket and expect to ball outrageous. I made that post talking about if you're single and no kids and not working at least 60 hours a week, you're lazy. Guess what? You're lazy. I don't want to hear any of this bullshit about quality of life and life is to be lived. Yeah, to be lived for average. You can live that average C life, that D life, but stop trying to act. But stop thinking you should have 8s, 9s, and 10s and be eating steak and lobster and riding good, flying good, living good. You don't want to put the work in, then don't expect the outcome. See, this is going to be a little too real for a lot of people because it's like you want to hear feel-good stuff all the time. But I would be remiss if I would not be a quality teacher if I just let you feel good all the time. See, when you go learn Kung Fu, when you go learn martial arts in this country, here's what they do. You come into the school, you see the discipline, you see all that other stuff. And you come in, you sign your contract, you're like, this is a good place, and this is a good place for me and my kids to learn all that kind of stuff. You go into the first level of class, hit the damn super chat button. I'm dropping game. Show some love because this is the kind of stuff that has to be sold, and I'm telling it to you right now. But understand something. You come into these classes with no belt, and you go in there and you learn stretching and this and fundamental this and that, and you go for 1, 2, 3 months. You go take your first belt test. 4, 5, 6 months, take your second belt test. By the end of the year, you up to a green belt. You like, oh man, cool. You really know something. Nah, sucker. You know just enough to get yourself killed. You know just enough to be dangerous. Then you go from Kung Fu 1 to Kung Fu 2, from beginner to intermediate. And then they close that door and the game switches. All of a sudden, that nice instructor up there is calling you all kind of punks and sissies and quiet and looking at you, telling you you're weak because he doesn't have to play with you no more. You're in the game, and he can get real with you and let you realize, guess what, dude? All the stuff you think you know, because you know how to throw a back fist and a kick, you know just enough to get your ass killed. And if you walk out here with this halfway-ass kung fu game, halfway-ass game, you're going to roll up into a situation thinking you can do something and get yourself knocked the fuck out. You're going to get hurt. And that's what a lot of you guys are trying to do. You're trying to cheat the game. Come onto my channel. Come onto other people's channel. Steal a little information. Steal a little knowledge. Not pay your damn way. Not show no love on the channel. Not be a patron. Not super chat one time. And then try to get all this good information and good game. And then you're going to take it out into the world and try to use that damn gumbo and think you got something? Oh, man, KFC fit over fashion. Oh, man, okay. So what, you going to go paper? I tell you to go take your shit to the tailor. What are you going to do? You're going to go get the little ironing shit and then put your own hem in your own pants. You're going to go get your own pins and try to pin your shit up. See, guys who cheat the game, when I was growing up, they wouldn't go buy the polo shirt. They go buy a Hanes T-shirt and sew the damn polo on it. You know if you got the heart of a cheater. And this is going to offend some of you. But some of you guys got the heart of a cheater. You got the spirit of a cheater. Your heart pump Kool-Aid. You want the shit easy. You want it easy. I don't give a damn what your IQ says. I don't give a damn where you at. You want the game easy. You don't respect the game, and the game is going to fuck you up. Because when you get out here and dealing with real ones, when you're dealing with real ones, and the real ones come in all shapes and fashions. See, you used to dealing with real ones that look like you, but real ones that don't look like you are the ones that are going to jack you up because you ain't ready. You ain't ready because you step into that ring and know what you know. You step into that ring and say, I'm a black belt, I'm a MMA. Kimbo Slice took his ass to the MMA. He was a badass street fighter, right? He was knocking niggas out in Miami. He was doing all this other shit. Took his ass to the MMA and got wiped because he did not respect the game. He didn't have any cardiovascular. He could not grapple. He could not strike. All he could do was punch, and he got knocked out by Glass Joe. A lot of you guys out there don't want to work. You running around here, oh man, I can just cheat it. I ain't got to, man, I borrowed my man's car. You faking, you fronting. That's what you're doing. And when you fake and you front, you die. You fake and you front and you die because you know good and damn well you can't do it. You know good and damn well you can't do it. That's why you need to mark your competition. You need to point out who your competition is. You need to say, that's my competition. You're only as good as your competition. If you're competing with lame niggas, you lame. If you compete with square dudes, you square. You can compete with knuckleheads, you're a knucklehead. You need to put your competition up here. When I came out into corporate America, my competition was the CEOs. My competition was the guys who were flying first class and making moves. My competition was not the guy next to me, my manager. My competition were the guys who moved in an area I never moved in. And you know what? I had to go learn it. What's a Republican and a Democrat? What's conservative versus? I had to go learn it. While everybody else was out there just taking their base salary and doing what they did, I was in there learning the game because my competition was up there. And when I got my chance to step in the ring with them, personally or professionally, I held my own. I got knocked out sometimes too, but goddamn it, I was in the fight. You know damn well if you in the fight or not. That's why a lot of guys walk around here with this diminished life. You don't want to go holler at a super bad chick when you see her, because you know you ain't done the work. Let's just be real. You know you ain't done the work. You see a bad bitch walk by, you like, damn. Oh man, yeah. You know, damn, if you ain't moving to go do something about it, you know you just died. Like shit. Opportunities happen and I ain't ready. If you in this game, you're gonna go holler at her. Opportunity comes along in business. Oh man, that's the white man ain't gonna let me have it. You ain't done the work. That's why I said you can't cheat this game. The game is gonna cost you. You can either pay the cost up front or you can pay the cost every day in your diminished results. You can pay the cost up front or you can pay the cost long term. I want the guys who want to pay the cost up front, who want to get in and do the work and understand, you know what? If I'm going to take this shit to the next level, my best thinking has got me right here. I need something better. I need somebody who know more. Hit the damn like button. I need somebody who know better. I'm going to have to buy my consult. I'm going to have to get some time with this dude. I'm going to do it. You 1-2 dudes, you nickel and dime dudes, you penny ante dudes, you got a penny ante mindset. And you want the best in life. Please, stop lying. Just say it. I'm not willing to do the work. I'm not willing to make the sacrifice. I'm not willing to make the investment. I just want to get by and feel good. Guess what? You can do that, fam, and that's completely fine. But stop getting in these comment sections. Stop high side and signifying, oh man, this is a dope game. Oh man, I'm gonna schedule this. Oh man, I'm gonna do this. Man, oh man, I'm gonna book that with you. Man, you don't gotta do all that. Just sit back and watch the content. But you do all that because you want somebody to see you. Oh man, he type real good. He types a mean game. But what is it out in the world? You can't cheat this game. You need to mark your competition, and you gotta love the taste of your own blood. You gotta learn how to compete. If you ain't never been knocked out, you ain't fought. Let me tell you this again. If you ain't never been knocked out, you ain't fought for nothing. If you ain't never been fired, you ain't never been embarrassed, you ain't never been humiliated, you ain't been knocked the fuck out, you ain't fought nobody. You ain't done nothing. And that just means your heart's pumping that Kool-Aid because you ain't stepped it up. You still doing the same shit you were doing in elementary or junior high or high school at 40 years old. Why? Because you don't want to lose. No, you don't want to lose, but you're losing every damn day. Don't nobody got to tell you when you're 5'10" and 250 pounds, you're obese. Get your ass in the gym. Oh man, the white man's measuring standards and body mass index and all that. Nick, when you get your sloppy wet ass out of the shower and you see yourself in the mirror and you see them titties and you see them stretch marks and all this other stuff, you know damn well I wouldn't fuck me. Then why would you expect her to fuck you? Oh man, well let me go ahead and I'm a teddy bear. I'm thick. I'm big bone. No, you lazy and sloppy. See, you like to come on my channel and act like I'm trying to tell you you need to play a game. You need to buy some clothes and front. No, ain't no fronting over here. Ain't nothing sweet about what's going on over here. Just because I look cool and got my glasses on, believe me, I'm about that game. Man to man, I can step anywhere with anybody and I will get respect. In my goddamn purse strapped across my chest, in my high heel goddamn boots, in my perfume, but fuck with me. Guarantee anytime I go I will go man up with anybody. Let's go in here and see who can pull the baddest. Let's see who can go in here and get the most contacts. Let's see who can go in here and actually hustle up. Can you do it everywhere you go? Can you go into the hood club or can you go into the country club? I can go everywhere. Why can't I go everywhere? Because I've done the damn work. I've done the effort. I put it in. And that's where confidence comes from. You see dudes who get on here with outstanding confidence like AMS and those dudes, it's because he's done the damn work. It ain't just shit talking. A lot of you guys have only learned how to talk shit. Talk shit and lie. Go into the barbershop. You hear some of the best shit talking, some of the best roasting, some of the best lying, but you can look at how they are moving, and if you're really in this game and at that level, you know what's real and what's fake. You ain't got to call it out, but real recognize real. My question is this: when you gonna get tired of lying? When you gonna get tired of trying to cheat? When you gonna want to do the work? What has to happen? What has to happen for you to decide? You know what? I'm on that bullshit. I'm on that bullshit. I'm really not. I'm not really about this. I'm not out. I'm not doing it like I need to, and I can't get to the next level. I need to go ahead and take a step out. I need to take some time off and get my game up. The game is gonna have its money. The game is gonna get paid. The game is going to get paid. You're gonna pay the cost. You can either pay the cost up front or you can live the cost every day. But you can't cheat the game. The game is what you got in here and in here. And if you're gonna get triggered, you're gonna get sensitive, you can find me up in the comment section all you want to. Guess what? I still do what I do. And the dudes who think like I do get their results too. I wasn't born with any of this. I had to learn it just like everybody else. I had to get out and do the work. I had to put in the effort. I had to sacrifice. I had to stay up, work, invest, all that shit. And if I had to do it, and everybody else I know who's getting the guy to do it, I'm a guarantee you, almost 8 billion people on this planet, thousands of years of recorded history. If somebody had figured out a way to cheat the game and get around it, you would know about it. You can't cheat it. So you might as well stop trying. I'm going to say this and I'm going to end it. Some of you suckers put more energy into trying to figure out how to cheat the game than to pay the game. You put more energy in trying to figure out how not to do the shit than do it the right way. Pay the game. Learn the game. Get in the game. And what you're really saying is, I know I ain't about it. I ain't willing to do it. So let me just go ahead and make myself feel like I'm doing something. If you're surrounded by cats like that in your life, get them out. Get them out, get them out, get them out. You don't need anybody around you who's going to tell you, man, the game can be cheated. You can actually get through this without having to do it. Man, you ain't got to do it that way. You got to do it this way. Again, look at their life and ask yourself, do you want their life or do they have something better for you? Bottom line is this. You can't cheat the game. The game will be paid. The price will be paid. What kind of results do you want to have? I want you to have the best results, period. I want you to have the best you can. I want you to have the best you can get. But you're going to pay for that shit. Till next time, peace.